Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the home crowd. Great tailgate, great fan support. Let's see if they can put it to good use.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Following the interception, here's Prescott, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 4 yards out. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Prescott on first down. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left, and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to... After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. Now Prescott. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Out of his end zone, Prescott steps away to his left. His throw incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. 53.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys... So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. Now Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
First down, Cowboys.
His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdowns. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
47.
A first down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So we are in the second quarter now as the offense gets set to take over. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Prescott being chased out left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. With a little over 2 minutes to play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. On 1st and 10, Prescott rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. On 1st down, it's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Smith. That's going to be caught by Richardson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. 3rd down, it's Adrian Peterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hey, let's go.
The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. 3rd down here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football. So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
18 Gator.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. This is taken at the 23. An excellent return that time, 26. Beginning of the drive, 1st and 10 coming up for the offense. We'll see how this defense does here in the third quarter. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back now at FedEx Field, and this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. And this one complete to Reed. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. A good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this 4th quarter of play. Smith, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yard.
And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, but now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Caught on the right side, Reed. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marr now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they weren't on the sideline for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way, because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Looking to throw again on second down. Smith, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. That'll be caught right side by Reed. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 40. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Smith now to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Back to throw, Smith. Now he's got it. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Oh, little 360.
Oh, man.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. There's the stiff arm. Oh, he sheds himself free. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. and never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Down. 30 base. Check. 54.
One last throw here for Smith. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about
Start your week by installing your game plan.
don't need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Leon Lett, where are you now? Hey, it's the coach. This is week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it's a rematch.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here to lead out the offense in his first year as a Dolphin, but 15th overall, it's the bearded veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick. And the new coaching staff coming in, they finally decided to pull the plug on the Ryan Tannehill era after 7 seasons and no playoff wins. So enter Ryan Fitzpatrick, signed in free agency, fittingly on St. Patrick's Day, by the way. But last year with Tampa Bay, you remember Fitzpatrick got off to that incredible start. Over 400 yards passing in each of the first 3 games of the year, 11 total touchdown passes, and now it's his time to do. And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The pass pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about it getting it done? Proud of it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's it, baby. We go.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They find some open field here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. It's complete. Stills. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Drake. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. A lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. Throw complete, Fitzpatrick to Parker. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Right there. 180! Right there. 54 Mike. Night, sweetheart.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Sanders' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And I think he's a guy, if they had let him walk, no one was going to be shouting from the top of a mountain, but he's a good guy. He's a good locker room guy, too.
Good locker room and a good player. I mean, he's a valuable starter for them, and if you just want to start over and maybe bring in someone new, the learning curve might be a little bit big. So it's a good job by getting him taken care of, and now they can move forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. A second down throw for Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw. This is caught inside the 15.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now let's talk about Kenyon Drake. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They'll start the drive with Drake. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Dak Prescott on the offense heading back onto the field. He's played. Time now to see what this defense can do. Second quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got 4.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and then. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you...
So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for Miami. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Fitzpatrick. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's picked up by the Cowboys. A lot of times we talk about being opportunistic. So we're in the 3rd quarter. We'll see how this defense handles the upcoming drive as the offense takes over with a 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. From the 27th, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Drake. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete, and he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. That's something we didn't see much of from Allen the last couple of years in New England. Heck, last season, 13 games, only 4 targets. But Miami going to try to get him more involved in the passing game as we saw there. You know he has the capability. You think back to 2012, breaking in with Indy. He had 45 catches that season. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now on 2nd and 13, Fitzpatrick, and the ball is knocked out. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Fitzpatrick. That's caught at the 3. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki. Special teams did their job, putting this offense back inside the 10. Now, how can the defense respond?
54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. First down, Fitzpatrick. Caught by Wilson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Fitzpatrick. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Fitzpatrick right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. And Stills bringing it in. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills. Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Allen's got it complete. Powering his way forward. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Dwayne Allen, his first touch. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Cowboys,